I want to talk, though, about your beginnings. You first started acting. You were in L.A.
Yes.
Going to school to
Born
be an
and
actor.
raised, yeah.
And Central Casting, and they put this up on Instagram recently, that 3 of the stars of the show, there you are in today's day.
Oh, I thought, there you are, that's me.
That's you.
That's me, yeah.
And
I look very
you're an
different on the
excellent
show.
actress, because
Very
I have to
different on
say,
the
like,
show.
you do things that I would not have predicted.
Chameleon.
But so what is, these are your original headshots, the 3 of you. So what was Central Casting?
Central Casting is a background actors casting. So when you watch anything and it looks like people are just living their life and there's strangers walking around them, those are all paid actors who are just extras.
Yeah.
In the background. And for one summer during college, I did that as like my summer job. I had never been on a set before. I was going to theater school, and the RA from my building graduated and was working for Central Casting. So he was like, "Oh, come do this, and I'll get you all the good extra jobs."
So what's a good extra job?
Well, I had a couple. I was definitely like on that show American Dreams, and would be like one of 5 girls smoking a cigarette in the bathroom while like a scene was happening. Most notably, I got to play a dead body.
See, that's great.
On NYPD Blue.
That's really great.
In the Mark Paul Gosselaar years.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure how long. Was he always on that show?
No, he was on, like, at the tail end. I feel like the last couple years. Yeah.
When he was on, which was major for me because I'm a huge Saved by the Bell fan and grew up watching that so much. So I was just like, oh my God, what am I going to do?
And your whole time, every time you watch Saved by the Bell, you're like, oh my God, I would be so psyched to be dead in front of Zach.
My dream is to be like lying, holding my breath in front of Zach Morris and have him pull a receipt out of my pocket, which was the action that he did on the show. It was like a major clue
Oh, it was
for the
a clue.
episode.
So you have to be a dead person.
I'm dead, like, in a closet.
Gotcha.
And he finds me with another cop, and they, like, squat and have a serious scene, and then they find a receipt and, like, pull it out of my pocket. I was so excited about it. When it aired, it was just legs. It was just my legs. And that receipt, you know. And it's the worst, because being a dead body is actually quite challenging. I've played a few.
I'm sure it was harder than what Mark Gosselaar was doing.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
I'm having to, like, really inhabit the corpse mindset.
Yeah.
And feel dead and hold your breath, like, because they're like, background girl, stop, we can see you breathing. You have to hold your breath.
Yeah.
And
then they got to rifle through your pockets. That can't be easy.
Yeah, and they're like touching your body, and you're like pretending not to be excited. It's like dead bodies just like don't react to like their high school
The
crushes.
director was like a real Nazi about not reacting.
I was like, she's dead, but she's not that dead.
And then, so that is obviously incredibly important work.
Yes, it
but
was
you
good.
also did some, you were a clown. You did some clowning.
Yes, prior to this,
okay,
in preparation
so clown was before this. It goes clown, dead body, where you are now.
Yeah, and then now. That's just like every actor's normal trajectory. So when I was in high school, maybe right after high school, and again, these are like my summer jobs.
Great.
I worked as a clown. Some of my friends from drama class became clowns. I'm going to do the rest of the story like this. I have a weird tick these days. So it was a bounce house company who was just getting into the clown game.
Right.
So
well, you're already on the lot, so to speak. If people are going to pay for a bounce house, they might throw in more.
Maybe they also want that. So it was out of this huge warehouse in Compton, straight out of Compton.
Yeah. Well, that does establish you don't. I will say, I saw Straight Outta Compton, the film, and I don't remember a single clown.
It got cut for time.
Oh,
I think it got cut for time.
Yeah. I saw a dead clown's legs, but was that you? Okay, gotcha.
And it was comical. I mean, I grew up in Los Angeles, in South Pasadena, which is not quite the same thing. And for every like before every party, you had to go to the warehouse in Compton, pick up your clown outfit, like do your clown makeup, and then go to the nearest gas station and because they paid us for gas mileage. So they were like measuring from the place. And so just picture me, I'm 17 years old, I'm like, have like a yellow fro, my clown name is Sunny, and I'm just like pumping gas in Compton. Like it ain't no thing. And definitely it was not. Nobody cared. I was like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? And people were like, sup, clown. Like, I was like, cool.